business combination stock acquisition. In this case, the acquirer, known as the parent company, acquires 50% ownership of the outstanding capital stock or common stock with voting rights. Okay? If the acquirer or the parent acquired 100%, then the subsidiary is known as wholly owned subsidiary. Okay? So kung wholly owned subsidiary, there is no NCI. So the so-called non-controlling interest. Okay? However, if the acquirer, known as the parent company, acquired less than 100%, but at least 50%, then the said subsidiary is partially owned subsidiary. Hence, there is a non-controlling interest. Now, how to value the so-called FVNCI? If the problem is silent, you have to select whichever is higher between FV assessed and proportionate share basis. The PSB is computed by simply multiplying FV net asset of the subsidiary multiplied by the percentage non-controlling interest. Okay? So that is for the so-called proportionate share basis. However, if there is no FV assessed, then you have to compute for the so-called FV implied. Fair value implied, also known as assumed fair value, which is computed by simply dividing the consideration transferred by percentage controlling interest, then multiply the said gross up value by the percentage non-controlling interest. So that is the so-called FV implied, okay, or assumed fair value. Then you have to compare it with the PSB, okay, whichever is higher. Okay. However, if the problem provides for the method, say for example, using full goodwill approach, you still have to compare and select whichever is higher between fair value or PSB, just to make sure that there is no violation of standards, which provides that the FVNCI should not be lower than the proportionate share basis. Okay? But if the problem provides for a method using partial goodwill approach, then you have to select PSB, regardless whether or not the fair value NCI assessed is higher than PSB or FV implied is higher than PSB. You have to select the proportionate share basis. Now, to illustrate, let's proceed to problem letter A. January 1, 2023, statement of financial position of Solo Corporation at book and market value. Okay. In this case, you have to select the fair value. Okay. So 1125 plus 1.5, that is 2,625,000 minus 450 to get the fair value net asset. You have to deduct also the long-term liability, 690. Okay. To get the fair value net asset of the subsidiary. Okay. Then multiply this by the percentage non-controlling. So if Polo Corporation acquired 80% of Solo, then the NCI is at 20%. Okay? That is how you compute for the proportionate share basis. Okay. If the fair value NCI is assessed, so there is an assessed fair value of 345 and Polo paid 1,425,000 in cash, how much is the allocated excess? How much is the full goodwill, partial goodwill? How much of the total goodwill is attributable to the parent or income from acquisition attributable to the parent, and how much of the total goodwill or income from acquisition is attributable to the non-controlling interest. Take note that if the result of the combination is income from acquisition, all the so-called bargain purchase or income from acquisition is attributable to the parent only. There is no share of the non-controlling interest. In this case, we have an assessed fair value. Okay, so ito po yung ating note kanina. Okay, if silent, okay, as to the method, but FV assess is given, compare whichever is higher. If silent as to the method and FV assess is not given, compare still, okay, higher between fair value implied and PSB. And this is how you compute for the implied fair value, and this is for the PSB. Okay. Now, in case the consideration transferred, okay, includes control premium, you have to deduct control premium just in case lang po, no? So as not to distort the gross up value. Okay. If the method is given, full goodwill, recognize at fair value. But to make sure na hindi po mag-violate sa standard, whichever is higher pa rin sa PSB. Okay? But if it's partial goodwill, recognize NCI at PSB. Okay, so in this case, the FVNCI is computed by multiplying 20% by 1,485. That is the fair value net assets. So 345,000 po ang ating FV assessed. Okay? While the PSB is 297, so we have to select the higher amount. And the difference, just in case na goodwill po ang magiging result, the difference will be treated as the share of the non-controlling interest in the total goodwill. So anong difference na yan? 345 minus 297. Okay? So this is equivalent to 48,000. That is the share of the non-controlling interest in the total goodwill, if in case the result is total goodwill. So this is how you compute, okay, the amount of goodwill or bargain purchase using statement of determination and allocation of excess. So start from the consideration transferred, 1,425, plus the higher amount, FV assessed at 345. So that's 1,770 minus the book value. Okay, net assets. So this is now your allocated excess, 420,000. So kung tinatanong magkano allocated excess, 420,000. Then you have to update. So pag nag-increase ang asset, okay, the effect is minus. Kasi ina-update mo yung pang-deduct. So yung book value, deductible. So pag tumataas yan, tataas din yung ide-deduct. Say for example, 150,000, okay, 60,000. And then minus 75 kasi nag-decrease naman, ano? Yung liability. Ayan. Okay? So you have here plus, okay? 150 plus 60, that's 210 minus 75. So minus 135. Net increase or decrease in asset or liability. So ito po yun mga kapatid, no? So let's go back. Yan. Okay? So here, we have 1,200,000, naging 1,125, nabawasan siya ng 75. So there is a decrease in asset. Okay? And then 1,350 naging 1.5 million. So there is an increase in asset by 150. Okay, so dito pa lang magneneto ka na ng 75 minus. And then for liability from 750 naging 690, meron kang 60,000 decrease in liability. Okay? So ayan, itong mga to asset. So pag tumataas ang asset, minus ang effect. Pag bumababa ang liability, minus ang effect for purposes of determining goodwill. Okay? And vice versa. Kaya dito mga kapatid, minus ang ginawa natin. Yan. 150 plus 60, that's minus. And then minus 75, so that is plus in a sense na deduction kasi yung updating. Okay? So you have 420 minus 135, 285. And this is full goodwill. Okay? At meron tayong shortcut. All you have to do is just to deduct the total value by the FVNA of subsidiary, and that is 285. Ang tanong, magkano sa 285 ang para kay controlling parent, magkano naman dyan ang para kay subsidiary. So ang shortcut natin, 48 not for subsidiary, but for non-controlling. Okay? So, ang shortcut dyan, 48,345 minus 297, that's the share of the non-controlling interest. Okay? So, ito po yung ating entry in the book of the parent, debit ISCO, investment subsidiary, credit cash. And then to eliminate the shareholders' equity, because it's a requirement dito, no? Prepare the working paper elimination entries. To eliminate common stock APIC RE of subsidiary, 1,080,000 plus 270, that's 1,350, 80 at saka 20%. So dito pwede kang mag 80-20. Dito pwede kang mag 80-20 sa updating. So, increase in asset, okay, decrease in liab, so debit, decrease in asset, credit. And then 80-20. Pagdating sa goodwill, wag mong gamitin ang 80-20. Okay? Do not use the 80-20. Anong diskarte? Okay? So yung share in goodwill natin, we have here pwede kang gumamit ng balancing figure, mga kapatid. Okay? 1,425 ang ibinayad minus ISCO na 1,080,000. Okay? Minus 108. Ang natitira, 237. So 285 minus 237, 48,000 yung NCNAS. Or pwede namang 345 yung higher minus 297, okay? Yung PSB, lahat ng sobra ay para kay non-controlling. So 285 minus 48, 237 para naman kay parent or kay controlling. And tatandaan ninyo, ang ISCO sa consolidated FS ay laging 0. Ang ISCO sa conso ay 0. That is why, okay, dito, yung entry natin na debit ISCO, credit cash, wala na to sa conso. Burado na yan. Yan, 1,080,000, 108, 237. 0 na sila. Okay? So that is for case A. And for item number 2, what if the fair value of NCI is assessed at 295,000? O, bumaba. Okay? Prepare the working paper elimination entry, allocated excess, how much of the total goodwill is attributable to the parent, and goodwill attributable to the non-controlling interest. Mga kapatid, in this case, mas mataas ang ating PSB. Okay? So 1,485 times 20%, 297. Higher. Kaya gagamitin mo siya dito. Yan. So 1,425 plus 297, 1,722. Minus 1,350, book value. So you have here allocated excess of 372 minus 135, 237. And this goodwill, if you are valuing the NCI at PSB, the goodwill to be computed is also letter P, partial goodwill. Okay? So 1,425 plus 297. So you have 1,722 minus 1,485. Parehas lang, 237. So shortcut naman ito at fair value. Okay? So it's up to you. Kung ang tanong lang naman mga kapatid, goodwill or bargain purchase, pwede mong shortcutin. Pero kung ang tanong sa inyo ay consolidated net income, ay kailangan mo pong dumaan sa SODA-X because of the so-called amortization. Okay? So yan po. So in this case, sagot natin, partial goodwill lang, 237. Wala pong share ang non-controlling. So kung ang tanong dito, how much of the goodwill is attributable to NCI? Our answer here is 0. Okay, ito naman, 237,000. Okay? Total goodwill na yan kasi at PSB tayo. How much is the allocated excess? Ayan, pwedeng tanongin yan. So you have 372,000. Okay? And ito po yung elimination entry ulit. Ang gusto natin gawin, ma-eliminate yung ISCO. Dahil ang ISCO sa conso ay laging 0. So yung 1,425, 80-20 ulit, minus 108, 80-20 ulit yung update, minus 1,080,000, minus 108, kaya ang natitira, 237. Okay, so ito namang goodwill natin, it should be 237. Okay, so sakto lang, wala pong balance, no? This is 237. Okay. So share in goodwill 237. And sinas wala. Yan. Okay? And the last scenario is, sir, what if wala pong napag-usapan na FV assessed? Okay? Same requirement. Prepare the working paper elimination entry, allocated excess, full goodwill, partial goodwill, attributable to the parent, total goodwill attributable to the non-controlling. So gagamitan mo na ng FV implied. Okay? And FV implied again is computed by dividing. Ito na po. Okay? Dividing the so-called consideration transferred by the percentage controlling. So you have 1,781 times 20%. So our FV implied is 356,250 higher. Okay? By how much? O yung difference, yan na yung share ng tinatawag natin na non-controlling sa total goodwill. So to compute the total goodwill, okay, we have here consideration transferred plus implied fair value, 1,781 total minus book value, 1,350 minus updating, 135. So 296,250 ang ating full goodwill. Ngayon, shortcut, pwede. Okay? Ito naman siya. 1,425 plus yung higher implied minus fair value, 296,250 din. Eh sir, hindi ba kanina 237 yung partial goodwill? Yes. So lahat ng sobra, 296,250 minus 237, lahat yan ay para kay non-controlling. Tama. Okay? So, yung debit ISCO, ito yon, credit cash, i-eliminate mo yung ISCO. Kaya credit ka dito ng ISCO, 80%. Credit ka ng ISCO, 80%. So 1,080,000 plus 108, that is 1,260,000. Deduct it from 1,425 at ang mako-compute natin mga kapatid ay 237. So lahat ng natitira, kagaya po dito, ang excess po ay 59,250. Lahat yan ay para lang kay non-controlling interest. So you have here, okay, our answer ISCO 237 and SINAS 59,250. So pwede mong i-shortcut yan eh. Okay? Pwede mong gawin to. 59,250 is 296,250 times 20%, 80%. But I am not again recommending kasi hindi lagi na implied fair value. Okay? Kasi pag assess fair value, mga kapatid, possible, no? Na hindi po magtugma yung 80%, 20% sa share ng goodwill. So I'm not recommending this way of computing the share in the end in the goodwill attributable to NCI or sa parent. Ang diskarte lang class, ito na. Okay? Magkano ba ang FV? Okay? Bawasan lang ng PSB. Okay? Lahat ng sobra para na kay non-controlling. So, paano na-compute yung 59,250? Going back mga kapatid, okay, we have here 356. Okay? Minus 297. Ito yun. Yan. 356,000. Okay? Minus 297,000. The excess is attributable to non-controlling interest. Okay? So to answer mga kapatid, itong requirements, okay? Allocated excess, we have 431,250. Ayan po. Full goodwill, our answer is 296,250. Ayan. Okay. And then partial goodwill, it is still 237 mga kapatid. Okay, 1,000, 296,250. Lahat ng sobra naman para kay non-controlling. So 237 pa rin kay parent. And yung 59,250, that is the share of the non-controlling interest in the total goodwill. Okay? So this is for subsequent to date of acquisition. Okay? In case na meron tayong stock acquisition. Okay? So yung next topic natin will be consolidated net income computation.